And it was a festival that I thought that would be a beautiful thing if we had something like that here in Lexington, where we have concerts all day, concerts in the evening, and bringing people together so that they can enjoy music. And so when the 250 Commission came and they began to talk about concerts and possibilities for activities, I mentioned it to the Commission, and they liked the idea, and CHI, St. Joseph's, came on as a sponsor for the event. And so I want to thank CHI St. Joseph's for sponsoring this festival and making it happen. We have 25 concerts in 22 venues in 8 days. And so at the end of the program today, you'll get a map. You'll see some people around in 250 shirts, and they have maps of the rest of where all of the concerts are so that you can attend it. They have been quite extraordinary and quite beautiful and quite fulfilling and renewing. And that was the whole idea of the festival, to bring people together. Music just breaks all boundaries. Music is not political. Music is not any of the things that we would associate with being negative. And so it brings people together in a very special way. It disarms people in a beautiful, beautiful way. And I've always thought, the phrase that I use all the time is more music, fewer wars. And so I'm excited about this concert tonight. Gregory and I were freshmen together at the University of Kentucky. It was my first year in 1991, and I was a freshman teacher, first year teacher. And first year teachers, you don't get to decide who your students are. They tell you who your students are. And so they told me that I had this guy who was really a baseball jock and had come in really to play baseball, but he wanted to sing in the choir. And in order to sing in the choir, he had to take voice lessons, because if he wanted to sing in the choir, we decided that all the singers needed to take voice lessons. And so I met Greg for the first time, and he came into my studio for his first lesson, and he said, "Dr. McCorvey, I've just met my wife." First lesson. And that was Courtney Teray, who's sitting right over there. And she has been a wonderful, wonderful supporter. And she was the librarian, I guess, for the choral librarian. And Greg went down to pick up his choir music, and he met Courtney. And then he came to his voice lesson, and he said, "I just met my wife." And I said, "Okay, son." The rest is history. But anyway, you didn't come to hear me, you came to hear Greg Teray. And just thank you all for coming out. Thank you for celebrating music, and thank you, Steve, for this beautiful church and for all of the people who worked very hard. I want you to know that Grace, when we had that meeting, Grace was the first organization to come on board. And so we were working.